Mobile game makers, take note. Game Developers Conference 2019 is the place to be if you want to meet and learn from some of the most successful and interesting teams in the game industry. Notably, Ram Games, Henri Mazza, will be presenting a design track talk all about design philosophies and lessons from developing Merge Dragons, a remarkable mix of puzzle mechanics, match 3 game design, and charming dragons. Merge Dragons is a success worth studying. In his talk, Mazza will take you on a journey from how this unlikely concept was born, through how the design pillars of discovery, infinite play, and merging everything shaped the design into a deeply engaging game with strong monetization. He will also share many design insights you can apply to your own work, and even a few fun stories like how a duck accidentally ended up in a game about dragons, and why that's great. Further details on these talks and many more are available now on GDC 2019 session scheduler. There you can begin to lay out your GDC 2019, which takes place March 18th through the 22nd at the newly renovated Moscone Center in San Francisco. Bring your team to GD, register a group of 10 or more and save 10% on conference passes. Learn more. For more details on GDC 2019 visit the show's official website, or subscribe to regular updates via Facebook, Twitter, or Gamasutra and GD are sibling organizations under parent company Informa. Escape from Dark of developer Battlestate Games has issued 47 DMCA claims against YouTuber Erratic, overspreading incorrect information, and expressing overall negativity about their game. This is not the first time DMCA notices have been used as a way for developers to remove content that expressed a particular view, with FIRAWATCHDEVELOPACAMPO issuing a takedown last year, albeit under different circumstances. This is pretty notable, as it seems most DMCA notices usually revolve around piracy, copyright, or unfair use of content for monetization, not over false information. As reported by Polygon, Battlestate Games claims they had no other choice but to file a takedown against Erratic for reportedly uploading inaccurate video, claiming that user information, including passwords and personal information, had been leaked from the company databases. The studio claimed the misinformation was damaging to the company. The reason why we acted so strong and so quick is that we had to stop this misinformation about the data leak, a representative of Battlestate's public relations team told Polygon. The videos are no longer available on YouTube, following the claims. Ender Opticus since stated explaining that at least 47 of his videos have DMCA claims against them. Battlestate claims they were justified in filing all these claims because of negative hype being expressed in the videos. However, it's worth noting that BATTLASTATEKNEW only 2 of Erratic's videos contain rumors of a security breach. The other 40+ videos it filed DMCA claims against were pulled because of their tone. We had to use this tool in order to stop the wave of misinformation. Going forward, rather than issuing DMCA claims in the future, the Battlestate representative slightly will employ more traditional lawsuits for things like defamation instead. It's not about making content, they continued. It's about false accusations. It's about lies. It's about misinformation. We do not want to scare off anybody. It was applied to only this person, and only in this case. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate surpassed 3 million sales in the U.S. during its first 11 days on shelves, according to Nintendo's own internal sales data. That makes Ultimate the fastest-selling Switch game of all time in the States, and also the fastest-selling title in the Super Smash Bros. Franchise. The Massive Brawler has been performing well in other regions as well, having sold 1.23 million copies in Japan during its launch weekend, another record for the series. Meanwhile, Nintendo also revealed the Switch has been the fastest-selling current-gen console in the U.S. for the past 21 months, having sold more than 8.7 million units in that time. Those hardware sales, however, do not account for the launch of Ultimate, which Nintendo claims will give the Switch extra impetus as the holidays continue. Chris Kerr at KDRNBLINEY is Gamasutra's resident United Kingdom news reporter and cake maker extraordinaire. December is here, which means it's time to wax lyrical about some of the best video games I have chomped on over the past 12 months, as has now become tradition. It's unfortunately also time for me to make the soul-crushing realization that I have still got an Everest-sized back catalog to conquer over Christmas. I have not forgotten about you, Tetris Effect, my sweet summer child. Out of those titles, did manage to make time for. There were some absolute belters. Bad North, FIFA 19, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Mini Metro, and North all won me for different reasons, but in the end, did not do quite enough to make the cut. Nope. We are here to talk about the absolute greats. That is the cream de la cream. I know that I have written enough of an intro to appease the formatting gods. It's time we moved on to the main event. Here are the 5 best titles of 2018. According to yours truly, expectation can weigh you down. And deep be fair to say the expectations swirling around Marvel's Spider-Man were absolutely massive. Years of impressive gameplay demos and trailers had made fans ravenous. But they also left developer Insomniac with the seemingly impossible task of delivering the goods, particularly on the title front. Turns out, we need not have worried. Insomniac did not just meet expectations, they absolutely obliterated them. And Spider-Man is now the benchmark for superhero titles. It captured the spirit of the franchise in every way imaginable, blending a captivating narrative full of surprises with relatable characters, Moorish web-slinging, a bustling and rather photogenic version of New York, and expressive combat. Repetitive side quests and slight pacing issues were the only blemish on an otherwise superlative effort. And in all honesty, my only real complaint is that after 30 Horsey still wanted more. This is the second time No Man's Sky has made my end-of-year list, and that fact alone should be enough to tell you developer Hello Games has been putting in plenty of graft to win over those players who were left underwhelmed. To put it politely, when the game touched down in 2016, for the record, I actually enjoyed the experience No Man's Sky offered at launch, skimming through the stars and exploring unknown worlds, while 65 days of static, as electrifying star world around my eardrums was enough for me. That said, I have to admit the next update Hello Games rolled out this year took the game to new heights. The patch introduced a full-fledged multiplayer, refined base building, a third-person camera, character customization, freighter enhancements, a revamped crafting and resource system, notable graphical enhancements, and so much more. It was a staggering achievement that is all the Hello Games crew win back the hearts and minds of their more disgruntled players, while simultaneously rewarding those who they supported them over the past 2 years. An interactive story about love and life, Florence is a magnificent example of less is more game design. The moving noble effort does not actually offer players many ways to engage beyond completing minimalistic mini-games, instead inviting them to sit back and explore a series of vignettes depicting the ultimately doomed relationship between Florence and Krish. That simplicity, though, is Florence's greatest strength. It gives you the freedom to melt into the bittersweet story unfurling before you, all while developer mountains subtly stirs your emotions by deftly manipulating sound, color, and the simplest of puzzles to perfectly replicate the awkwardness of dating, the comfort of companionship, and the all-consuming pain of heartbreak. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the video game equivalent of the greatest hits album.